Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got a new dynamic event for you, the Overdrive initiative, that is now live, but we also have the Hornet F7C Mark II now on sale. And this is effectively an entirely new ship. The Mark 1s, they still exist in the game. The Mark 2s, they're new, they're superer. You can earn the ability to turn a Mark II, an F7C Mark II, into an F7A Mark II, the military version, just by playing the game. And people that had bought the F7A skin previously and stuff might be getting the F7A. We'll talk about it. We'll go over it all. What's the Overdrive initiative, though? So, Xenothreat is putting our system and its people in peril yet again, and we can't fight them alone. Join the Civilian Defence Force for a multi-week series of missions to play your part in foiling the most dedicated, diabolical threat to Stanton yet. Over the following weeks, volunteers will be tasked with capturing intel, targeting key insurgents, countering strike forces, and more, all in the pursuit of victory. So we had checked this out previously in one of the PTU builds. We had played some of the data heist and stuff like that missions as part of this. And yeah, it's a load of different missions. At the moment, it's focused on data heist. The sort of Rowena Dooley continues explaining it though. Due to the severity of the situation, Anvil Aerospace has released its next generation space superiority fighter to the civilian market. Stronger, faster, and harder hitting, the Mark II is a complete evolution of the storied Hornet medium fighter revered the Empire over. And those that prove themselves during this initiative will be rewarded a complimentary upgrade from the F7C to the military exclusive F7A for their service. So it's both referring to the Mark IIs there. And as far as I'm aware and how it works, once you complete the series of missions and the final one, which is quite far away, you will be given basically a token upgrade that allows you to convert a F7C Mark II to an F7A Mark II. You don't need to actually have the F7C Mark II at that time. You'll also be rewarded a 3-day sort of rental of the F7A Mark II as well, so you can try that out as a reward as well. The Overdrive initiative is a series of connected missions leading up to the explosive Xenothreat global event. Over the next few weeks, regular new content will task brave pilots with supporting the Civilian Defence Force as it battles the growing terrorist threat to the system. The first mission, Intel Raid, is available now in the contract manager of your Moby-Glass. Naval Intelligence has located numerous Xenothreat cells operating in Stanton, preparing and scouting for the impending attack. The CDF needs you to locate and neutralise these groups and recover all remaining intel. So, yeah, cool event running. I do advise people to get involved, but you've got a lot of time to get involved. It is a long-term event. It's going to end just before Fleet Week in May, is what they've said. So no FOMO there. Get involved at some point. You can join late, they've said. And we'll come to the FAQ in a minute. But we've got two Hornets now, two Hornet F7Cs, and, well, lots of Hornets, I suppose. So the old series of Hornets are now named the Mark 1s. So you've got the Mark 1 F7C, and you've got the F7C stealth version and the Super Hornet version and all that sort of jazz, yeah? Now, the F7C Mark 1 is $125, yeah? The Mark II F7C is $175. That is what it's on sale for. So it's $50 more. Is it better? Yeah. This is the first ship that I've seen CIG just do a better version of. Arguably, right? But this is much more comparable to the Mark 1. You go, the Mark II, well, what's the difference? Well, it's stronger, faster, heavier firepower there. The Mark II is poised to preserve the Empire and protect its people once more. So, the Mark II is smaller and more streamlined. It's only a bit smaller and more streamlined, but that's still going to make a difference. It runs 2 size 4 weapons rather than size 3 weapons, although obviously there could be changes to the Mark 1 version. And it runs some size 1 missiles. It still has room for the 2 SCU with its cargo pod. It has room for more weaponry as well with the nose, and potentially replacing the cargo pod with like a fixed weapon or a ball turret or something in the future. For me, there are potentially other better fighter options still. Yeah, so it's not that the Hornet Mark II F7C is the best or anything. However, The F7A Mark II is very appealing to me as a replacement to my Super Hornet and just a general good dogfighter, because it's a bit smaller, it's still got a load of weapons. So the F7A Mark II has the ball turret and the nose turret as well. It's got obviously the bigger mounts. It's only a single seater compared to the Super Hornet, but I've never used that extra seat, and it's new and it's shiny. And if I can just upgrade a F7C Mark II to that for free by playing the game, great, that sounds awesome. So let's go to the FAQ. Will I be able to join the mission series late and participate? Yes, you have until the final phase starts ahead of Invictus launch week, to be announced later, to join the Overdrive initiative and still be eligible for the free F7A Mark II token upgrade. Now, does that mean that you don't need to complete all of the mission set? Or you just need to complete some of it to be eligible? Or just need to complete the final phase? Not entirely sure. What happens to my F7A Veterans Day cosmetic upgrade kit? So this is, a lot of people ask this. This is a very old F7A upgrade kit. Cloud Imperium is saying, we're happy to share that for those of you that previously acquired the F7A Veterans Day cosmetic upgrade kit, you will be given a full F7A Hornet Mark I for free. This will be delivered to you during this year's Invictus launch week. Enjoy. So that's an interesting one as well. So you bought that upgrade kit, you get an F7A Hornet Mark I. That's quite an old upgrade, as I've said. Will you run this event again in the future? Xenothreat has a nasty habit of returning to Stanton, so it's always possible the CDF will need your help again. Can I acquire multiple F7A Mark IIs? You can acquire one upgrade token per account, which will remain on your account, allowing you to upgrade your F7C Mark II to an F7A Mark II whenever you choose. Can I melt my F7C Mark II and will I get my upgrade token back? If you've used your upgrade token, then melted your F7A, your token will have been consumed in the process. Our support team won't provide the upgrade token back to your account. So bear that in mind. What do I have to do to get the F7A upgrade token? By completing all of the Overdrive missions, you will automatically receive a free token upgrade in your account, and we will send you an email with more information. So we do know you have to complete all of the mission sets, but it sounds like they're going to be running even towards the end of the cycle. So they're sort of going to be adding more missions to the missions that the Overdrive have accessible to you, but you'll still need to complete all of them effectively. Do I need a F7C Mark I or F7C Mark II to use the F7A Mark II upgrade? Upon completion of the event, you will be rewarded with the free upgrade token, whether you have an F7C Mark II or not. However, to use the upgrade token, you will need to have a Hornet F7C Mark II in your hangar, so it is not applicable to the Mark I. Is the F7A upgrade permanent? Yes. If you've completed the chain and upgraded to the F7A, it's yours to keep, unless you choose to melt it. Are there any other rewards for completing the event? On top of the free F7A Mark II up token, you'll also be granted 3-day rental for the F7A Mark II. So yeah, that's a really cool event. You can get involved with that now, and obviously you won't be able to get your F7A token yet, but you can start to build towards it by doing that first mission. Really interesting, right? Because this is the Mark IIs are basically just better versions of the Mark Is. At least from my point of view, they are. I suspect that maybe pro pilots of the future will be actually the Mark I maneuvers in a particular way that makes it really good. Maybe like that, but they're both going to appear in the game, the Mark Is and the Mark IIs. This is an event where you can earn some cool stuff just by playing the game again. Cool. I want to play the game and earn stuff. Sign me up. You don't have to have FOMO for this one for the most part, because they said, look, you can basically earn the rewards all the way up until at some point in May. So long-term event, no FOMO, that's great. I'm away for a week on holiday. I was like, oh, wow, they've released all this cool stuff. But I'm really interested to know people's thoughts on that Mark II, both the civilian version, the F7C, and the F7A, which I'm much more interested in the F7A. But it's going to be cool to see both the Mark I and the Mark II in-game. They are their own hulls. They are different ships, although obviously they're very similar, because the Mark II is just effectively a better version. And do you see this as just a better version of the Hornet Mark Is, the Hornet Mark IIs? Because that's what it looks like. And yeah, I'm happy to see them do this with some of the ships, and sort of interested to know what other people's thoughts are. And are you chomping at the bit to get yourself a F7A are you one of the people that back in the day had that F7A upgrade kit? Because I always thought it's just going to be cosmetic skin, and you're like, yes, I actually get something cool from it, because it's really cool. You get the F7A Mark 1, which I don't believe has been on sale. Like, it's a really cool one. It's a really interesting one. I'm interested to know what you think of that. Tell me in the comments below.
Let me set you a riddle. You have a fox, a chicken, and a sack of corn, and you have to transport them from one side of the river to the other using a rowing boat. You can only carry one of these with you back and or forth. You can't leave the chicken and the fox together. That's mad. Nor can the chicken be left with the grain, nor all three together without you. How do you do it? With nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Turn that bad boy on and just set your location to the other side of the river. Done. Not only do you have all your wares, but also you can get around regional content blocks, have your data encrypted for more security. It's easy to toggle on and off. It's non-invasive. It helps you with other riddles as well. If a sphinx is asking you, what goes on 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? NordVPN, get it now from the links below. Every month we have a giveaway for a ship, and for March we are giving away an Argo raft with persistent hangars, freight elevators, and hauling missions coming with Alpha 3.23. What better way to experience that type of gameplay than with your own hauler? All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of our videos made during the month. A single comment per video counts, so get involved with watching all my videos for more chances to win. There's more details in the description. Also, I won't ask you to contact me on Telegram or anything like that. This is my only YouTube account I will use to talk in my comments as well. Occasionally there are scammers about. I don't want people to get tricked. A massive thank you to everyone that supports the channel, be that liking videos, commenting on them, sharing them. There are also people that go the extra mile. These are amazing people that become Patreons or use the join button under my YouTube videos to become channel members. You'll occasionally get some exclusive content, Discord roles, and behind the scenes posts. It's those people with those memberships that allow us to make the daily Star Citizen content that we do. So please consider joining those awesome folks as well. Thank you for watching until the very end. It is genuinely appreciated, and I hope you have a great March.